everyone. I'm Dina Ventura, and welcome to Pairfect, where we delve into the heart of passion, purpose, and the connections that shape who we are. Today, we explore the evolving landscape of Philippine hospitality and tourism. As the industry continues to grow, strong leadership, innovation, and meaningful partnerships are shaping destinations that create opportunities for businesses, travelers, and local communities alike. Our guest is one of the country's most respected hospitality executives. As the Executive Vice President of SM Hotels and Conventions Corporation, she brings decades of experience in managing world class hotels and championing initiatives that promote inclusive tourism, regional development, and sustainable growth across the Philippine hospitality sector. Please welcome to Perfect, Miss Peggy Angeles.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to be here, and I guess honored to be one of your guests in Perfect.
Oh, the honor is ours. I'm sure you're very busy, so really, really thankful that you made time for us. Um, so Peggy, you've become one of the country's most respected hospitality executives, as I mentioned. But was this always the career you envisioned for yourself? How did you first find your way into the hospitality industry?
Okay, so I guess when I graduated from, or about to graduate from high school, I had no idea what I wanted to be. And obviously, that's many, many moons ago. And one of my brothers was saying, the hotel industry is developing. And at that time, new hotels were just about to be built. I said, maybe that should be your industry that you should get into. So I said, well, why not, right? So entrance examination in the UP, and that's what I applied for, and I got in. So I guess that was the whole start of the journey.
That was the path.
Yeah.
And what was your first foray into the hotel industry after college?
Yeah. Well, usually in college, in your last semester, you go on what you call your practicum,
Yes,
no?
yes,
Or now I think they call it OJT.
OJT,
Well,
yes.
at that time, so they tell you, which hotels to be assigned to, and I got assigned in Silahis at that time. So I don't know if a lot of people still know that
Sila is,
hotel.
I know the
You are
yeah,
familiar.
of
Okay.
course.
So I did my practicum there for one sem, and interestingly, one of the duty managers there was actually married to a reservations manager at the Hyatt Regency, and she said, "Oh, there's an opening for reservations agent.
Okay.
So do you want to apply?" I said, "But I haven't even graduated. I have to complete my." Anyway, so long story short, I started with Hyatt Terraces Baguio at that time,
Yeah.
actually.
Wow.
And so I was working for a few months before I even graduated. So that
Galing,
was
ah.
the start.
That's so, wow, talaga.
Yeah.
So, magaling ka talaga siguro. They wanted to absorb you right away. So, looking back in your early years, what were some of the biggest lessons that you learned that shaped your leadership style and prepared you for the role that you play today?
Well, I think most important is, because the hospitality industry is actually all about people. No? So
Yes.
when you're humble, you're genuinely, you have the genuine desire to serve people, and you empathize with people. I think that shapes you in as a leader in the hospitality industry.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's really being able to how do you call this, inspire others and build trust amongst them and create lasting memories, because I think hospitality is all about memorable stays,
Experiences.
experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And the service that you provide is really truly
absolutely.
important because that leaves a lasting impression.
That's right.
So you've built an impressive career in hospitality, from working with internationally recognized hotel brands to leading SM Hotels and Conventions Corporation. Looking back, what has been the defining moment of your journey?
Well, I think I would say there's not just one, but two. One is when I actually joined the Shangri-La International Hotels. I spent almost 25 years with them. Um, I was, I had the opportunity to actually open the first ever Shangri-La Hotel in the Philippines,
Okay.
and that was in 1992.
Okay.
Okay, so that was how long that hotel has been built. And I guess the recognition or being part of an international brand is totally different. And after a few years, I was, I guess, recognized for my abilities, I would say. So I was moved to the Shangri-La Bangkok, which was a very big, or I would say the biggest hotel at that time of the group. But I think more importantly, it's the advancement to being part of the corporate office, which was based in Hong Kong.
Okay.
So because there you kind of deal not just with the hotel operations itself, but actually you have a very big exposure to the whole hospitality industry. It's building, it's opening, it's sustaining.
There's so many layers to it.
Exactly. So being part of a very big international hotel group was one of the defining moments for me because also as a female, it's very hard to break in to the
Yes.
the glass ceiling, of
yes.
the C-suite, right? Because they're all almost mostly men. So, but I think that was one. And then I guess when I came back to the Philippines after so many years of being overseas, having worked with or started with the SM Hotel Group, it gave me another perspective into the industry. And this one is not just building and operating or opening, but it's now being connected with the Philippine tourism, the hospitality industry in general for the country. So it's bigger than life. That's to me what I would say the defining moments or part of
yes,
my
all the
journey.
major milestones,
Milestones,
in your
yeah.
journey. So yeah, I can imagine how much more different it was from your role being in an international brand, and now you're helping build this locally homegrown, as you would say, brand. And what has that been like?
Well, the difference is, when you join a established hotel group and that's their business, everything is manualized. So it's very easy to go to Tokyo, Paris, Canada, or wherever and open a hotel because you have the standards that are spelled out for you and you just bring that along and you follow it and you're going to be fine. But moving to a homegrown hotel company that is just starting because it's not very very old, you have no manuals. You need to establish it. So I think that's the difference there is being able to establish that. It's like a zero, how do we say?
Starting from scratch.
Yeah, it's a bare canvas that
Wow.
you start painting on it and putting your manuals and your policies, your procedures, and everything else. And that's the starting point. And the next thing you know is that you're opening hotels, you're building hotels, you're sustaining it, and so on and so forth. And it just becomes endless, right? And so that's, I think, the big difference between being an established hotel group, which only deals with hotel groups, whereas the local company is not just in the hotel industry, but is actually very much integrated with other business units.
Yeah, so that made your work different, I suppose,
And interesting.
interesting. How would you describe the way it grew from when it started to today? Like, how many years are we talking about?
Well, let's just say, I recall when Elizabeth sees who I report, she hired me, and when we had our conversation, this was in 2014. I said, what is the expansion program of SM Hotels? Because at that time, they had Taal Vista Hotel, they
Yes.
had Pico Sands Hotel. They've already opened the Radisson Blue in Cebu.
Okay.
And the only thing she told me was just open the Conrad Manila. So I said, okay, but is there any expansion plans?
Yeah.
Well, not at this stage. So it was just, that's all I knew. So in 2016, we opened Conrad.
Conrad.
And then next thing I knew was the convention centers apparently were under my purview. So Bacolod Convention Center actually had to open. So we had Bacolod Convention, SMX Bacolod, and then we had Conrad Manila. And then there was a hotel that was being built in Clark, which was the Park Inn by Radisson Clark. And then it also opened. So I said, I thought it was just one hotel, but apparently this has now evolved. And she said, oh, well, more to open. And the next thing I know is that we opened North EDSA, Park Inn, we had Iloilo, and so on and so forth. And today in our pipeline is a whole list of projects for our expansion.
Wow.
So that's how it evolved from when I joined in 2014. So in 12 years, I think we've opened more than 8, how would I say this, properties, and more to come.
Wow, exciting. And beyond Metro Manila, you have seen great potential in developing hotels and tourism infrastructure in secondary and tertiary cities. What opportunities do these destinations offer for investors, travelers, and local communities?
Okay, so, well, the philosophy of SM Hotels is that we don't build hotels as an independent infrastructure or convention centers. I think that kind of what sets us apart from other developers is that we have the ability to have holistic ecosystem for the hospitality industry, right? So, SM is very much associated with malls. I mean, when you think of SM, it's malls, right?
Yes.
And today we have over 80 plus malls around the country. We never really build hotels and convention centers outside of our estate or community. So if there are 85 malls, I have 85 opportunities, right? But that's not how it really works, right? So, but the more important thing is, you see, in the secondary or mostly on the tertiary cities, you don't have the inventory of hotel accommodations that would be comfortable enough for business travelers or leisure travelers. And this is the opportunity that we saw. So we have the mall there, and which caters pretty much to the local community, right? They shop there, they entertainment and so on.
Yeah.
But bringing in the convention center or a trade hall in a mall outside of, let's say, in Lawag or wherever, right? And you put a hotel there, you're now establishing a community that will be able to accept or inspire people to come and visit and do business.
Yes.
So whether it's conventions or exhibitions, so that's the inspiration that we sort of
and
saw.
I think not a lot of people really recognize the role that you play in bringing that, enlivening the tourism in a place or destination. That's a good point. So, very interesting. Thank you. We'll be right back after a short break.
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingmi Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lazada and Ted Montelibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingmi Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lazada and Ted Montalibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingmi Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lazada and Ted Montalibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Welcome back to Pairfect. We're still here with Miss Peggy Angeles of SM Hotels and Conventions Corporation. So let's talk about collaboration. Collaboration between government and the private sector. That remains a very essential part of tourism and the business, of course. What policies or partnerships do you believe are needed to create a more competitive and investment-friendly hospitality industry?
Okay, so I think partnerships with the Department of Tourism to ensure that we support the initiatives for them to be able to bring in more tourists, to bring us expanded, not just the regular tourists, but expanded tourism, foreign arrivals. I think it's important that we know their directions and which are the locations, I guess, that they would like to promote as well. It's not always Manila or Cebu or Boracay or Siargao. So I think expanding also the domestic tourism outside of the common destinations is quite important. So by knowing these programs, then it's important for us to identify where can we support the government or the Department of Tourism, right? So that the private sector, like the SM Hotels and Conventions Corporation, can actually build the infrastructure. So this is the reason why our expansion is pretty much outside of NCR.
Yes.
Because we want to bring or expand tourism beyond the common destinations.
Yeah, I think DOT is really targeting on expanding domestic tourism and having rooms available in all those destinations.
Yes.
That's very, very important.
Apart from that, I think each of our regions or destinations have different culinary offerings, and this is the other aspect which the Department of Tourism is also encouraging, right, or using as a platform to promote tourism. And again, with our various destinations, our hotels are able to support that platform that they're using by focusing on, the different
cuisine.
local cuisines. So like in Batangas, you have local beef, right? Or so you call it the Batangus. So that's what you
Batangus.
Batangus beef, right? So and then even in Bacolod, because everywhere, even Clark, you have very rich culinary offerings.
Yeah,
right?
our food talaga, the Filipino food heritage is so rich.
Absolutely.
Yes. And of course, also, Filipinos are well known for the hospitality, the brand of hospitality, which is recognized around the world. In your view, what makes our brand of service unique, and how can we continue raising global standards while preserving our authentic culture?
Okay, so like as far as we're concerned, we've actually partnered with international brands. You know, so Conrad is Hilton managed. We brought in Lanson Place, Mall of Asia, which is Lanson Hospitality from Hong Kong. We're partnered with Radisson Hotel Group, and so they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So they're global. They have the global standards. I think what's important is not just being able to bring in that international standard, but it is combining it with the Filipino warmth and hospitality that we're renowned for. I think that's first and foremost. That genuine desire to be of service, right? To tourists, both domestic and international.
Yeah, that's innate in us. I
Very,
guess, no?
very innate.
Yeah. So it's a good thing to combine global standards with that unique Filipino characteristic that can never be taught, I suppose.
Yeah, it's
no?
because it's innate. It's
Yeah.
that's the soft skills. You know, that's something that is inborn, I think, with us. Whereas the international brands, and that's the rules, the policies, you know,
to
and
make
all
it
that.
smooth and
Yeah.
organized. Do you encounter any problems with labor or getting the kind of people that you want for these roles?
Well, I think because when we build hotels outside or convention centers, we don't really want to bring in from other cities. Of course, there will be some positions that, maybe the leadership that will be coming from Manila or from other major cities. But as much as possible, and I think this is also part of sustainability, right, is being able to hire from the local community,
that's
because
good.
you create jobs, right? Now, not everyone will be totally would have the skills,
Yes.
but that's where we will teach, we will train, and make sure that they reach that level of being able to provide that Filipino warmth and hospitality that we are renowned for.
Speaking of like careers in the hotel industry, as someone who has spent decades in the industry, what advice would you give to young Filipinos who aspire to build careers in hospitality, tourism, management?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, if you really want a career in the hospitality industry, you need to be humble. You need to stay grounded. You need to ensure that you have that integrity, and really the passion to serve. Because dealing with customers, it's not like in a store where after they buy, they go. They have a choice of buying or not. But when they're staying in the hotel, it's a 24-hour at least engagement of the operations, right?
Yes.
So sometimes you have very nice clients. Thank you so much for all these positive feedback. But there are also difficult ones, and you must endure that. So being humble is important because you can't scream at your clients. So that's first and foremost. But then also building a career in the industry where previously it's predominantly male, particularly on the general managership, the executive committee. I think we should not, Filipinos and women should not be, how do I say this, deterred from trying to aspire for those roles, because I think at the end of the day, it's all about what you can do, the passion you have for it, and being able to deliver what is expected of you. So male or female, it shouldn't matter. I mean, we've given opportunities like, typically in the kitchen, the executive chefs are typically men, right?
Yes.
Engineering, you would imagine, would be men, right? But I have to tell you, or even security, chief security, right, would be male. In some of our hotels, we have directors of engineering who are female, chief security, and even executive chefs. So we've we've sort of started
Leveled.
to, yes, and that's what we're proud of.
Yeah, galing, galing. So I think that's a very good story also. The females who have made it to usually male positions.
That's right. Mm.
So, well, you've seen a lot of changes in the industry over the years. Looking ahead, what's your vision for the future of Philippine hospitality, and what legacy do you hope to leave for the next generation of industry leaders?
Okay, well, as you know, I also sit in the board of the Philippine Hotel Owners Association. So for me, it's not just another membership or that you sit in, but
Yeah.
I envision that our organization actually is the leading advocacy that will protect and the interest of both the hotel owners and senior leaders of the hotels, whether you're big or small. So it doesn't matter whether you're branded or not, but the interest is there for us to take care of. So what we do is we actually come up with initiatives that will connect maybe hotel management companies or foreign ones with local owners.
Okay.
We also connect them with how do you call this, suppliers. But I think that's the sort of vision that I have for the hotel industry is that it becomes not just for the big ones, but it's for everyone. It's I would say encompassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's something that we would like to continue to do. And what legacy do I want to leave?
Yes.
Again, it's I've been with the industry for so long. I will not say how long, because then you'll say how old I am. But one must have to be adaptable. You should go with the times. You know how technology and innovation is obviously shaping our
AI.
industry. I mean, not just ours, but everywhere else.
Everywhere
Yeah, as you said, AI. But we need to adopt and be able to change, because only those that continue to learn and grow will grow with all this technology and innovation.
I love that advice.
No, I have to say, how many of you guys know how to use a telex?
Wow.
Have you?
No.
Okay, so so nobody knows that. But if I start typing also and doing that, so it's not like just a computer. But I'm just saying technology has evolved through
So much.
decades, right?
Yes.
And I think I've been very lucky to have been able to use what's in the past
Yes.
and move
I think
forward.
that's an advantage.
Exactly. I mean, I can tell you what's happening behind, let's say, the front office property management system, which is all obviously computerized, right?
Right.
I can tell you exactly what was when it was manual, because that's how we started.
That's how
in
we
our
did
industry.
it.
But yeah, I think I got to where I am because of that ability to be able to learn
Yes.
and adopt.
What did you have any kind of mentor or any person that inspired you to do well in your industry?
Actually, it's my dad. No, he's always been a humble person. He always says, we had a bit of a coconut farm, and he would always say that his job was a farmer. And at that time, when you say farmer, your perspective is different, right?
Yeah. That's
But
right.
I know he's contributed a lot particularly to the coconut industry. So for me, being a hotelier, it's not like saying, oh, I was the vice president or whatever title, or it's I just say, yeah. In fact, in the beginning, I said, oh, I'm a housekeeper, because that's how I started in the rooms division. You clean rooms, But so he was my inspiration. It's like being staying grounded and being humble, because I guess whatever you achieve, it comes because of that. So
I
that's
really
easy.
like that because I think a lot of people nowadays can do with that reminder to just stay grounded, however high or powerful you become, right? Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Miss Peggy, would you like to say anything else before we say goodbye for today?
Okay, well, first of all, thank you again for inviting me over to your program. I just hope that the hotel industry will continue to thrive with every stakeholder involved to continue the passion to grow hospitality and tourism in our country. It is a very it's a lot of opportunities for our economic growth. Only if we're able to really bring in as much tourists as we can. So
Yes, good luck to all of us on that. So thank you once
thank
again,
you.
Ms. Peggy.
Thank you.
This has been a truly inspiring conversation with Peggy Angeles of SM Hotels and Conventions Corporation. Today, we were reminded that hospitality is about more than welcoming guests. It's about creating opportunities, strengthening communities, and showcasing the warmth and excellence that define Filipino service. Mga katribu, thank you for joining us on Pairfect. Don't forget to follow Daily Tribune for more stories that celebrate inspiring individuals, remarkable journeys, and the meaningful connections that shape who we are. And before we go, mga katribu, whether you're heading out or staying in, Grab Philippines makes everyday life more convenient. Need a ride? GrabCar has you covered. Craving your favorite meal? Grab Food delivers it straight to your door. Quick, easy, and reliable, Grab is here to help you get things done. Until next time, once again, I'm Dina Ventura, and this has been Pairfect, where every story connects perfectly.
Hello mga katribo at welcome sa Ask Manong Joe. May natanggap po akong tanong mula kay netizen Ezekiel Marion. Sabi niya, gusto kong matuto magbasa ng metro para mabantayan ko at di ako aasa lang sa nagbabasa. Paano ba ang pagbasa ng metro? Yung sa amin kasi ay may lumang na madaming umiikot. Maraming salamat sa tanong mo, Ezekiel. Subukan kong paliwanag yan sa mas madaling paraan. Please watch this explainer. May tatlong klase ng metro, nandiyan ang electronic meter, smart meter at electromechanical meter. Madalas nakikita ang electronic meter. Ito ay mas modernong metro na may digital display. Para po itong step counter sa mga smartwatch para masukat ang inyong steps. Habang kumukonsumo kayo ng kuryente, tuloy-tuloy ang pagre-record ng digital meter. Simple lang ang pagbasa dito. Basahin ang mga numero mula kaliwa hanggang papuntang kanan. Halimbawa, kung ang nakalagay ay 03879, ang reading ng metro nyo ay 3879. Ngayon naman, ang electromechanical meter may dalawang klase ito. Ang 4-dial meter at 5-dial meter. Ito naman yung metro na may mga dial para i-record ang inyong konsumo sa kuryente. Ngayon, paano ito babasahin? Ang unang hakbang ay tignan muna ang rightmost dial. Hanapin ang number 1 at tingnan kung nasaan ang pointer. Kapag ang pointer ay nasa pagitan ng dalawang numero, piliin ang numerong nalampasan na nito. Hindi ang numerong papunta pa lamang siya. Halimbawa, kung ang pointer ay nasa pagitan ng 2 at 3, ang isulat ay 2. Kapag alam na ninyo kung paano basahin ang bawat dial, saka kunin ang buong meter reading. Gaya ng digital meter mula kaliwa, papuntang kanan ang pagbasa ng kabuuang reading. Ang numerong makukuha ninyo ang inyong current reading. Para man makuha ang konsumo sa kuryente, ibawas lang ang previous reading sa current reading. Mahalaga ring tandaan na bawat buwan binabasa ang inyong metro upang makuha ang aktual na konsumo ng kuryente na magiging basehan ng inyong bill. At yan mga katribo, ang inyong guide kung paano basahin ang metro. Sana ay nakapagbigay liwanag ang inyong lingkod ukol sa usaping ito. Hanggang sa susunod na Ask Manong Joe, tuloy nyo lang yung mga tanong. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.